This is the easiest money you'll make in e-commerce, because when you're starting a business, you don't have any customers. So you have to bring in new customers. And then I think people just continue in this cycle of getting more customers, getting more customers, and getting more customers. And I think, of course, you need to add new customers in, but actually you're sitting on a gold mine of customers that have already crossed the trust threshold and actually bought from you. And as long as you deliver on your promise, go above and beyond and give them good customer service and they love the product, the likelihood is they'll shop again. But I think people maybe assume that customers will just shop again. But I think there are key steps you can take to nurture those customers and increase your retention rate. And it's the easiest money you'll make because they're so much more likely to trust you and buy from you. The real downside of just focusing on customer acquisition is that if you're paying £20 to acquire a customer and their lifetime value is £40, there isn't a huge amount of profit in there. Whereas if you get them to shop again and again, and their lifetime value bumps up to £60, £70, not only will you have more profit, but actually you have more money to play with in the marketing budget to acquire more customers, grow the business, and that's how you scale. The repeat customers are so much more valuable than first-time customers because not only are they the biggest value in terms of profitability because their lifetime value will be higher, but they are going to be the ones that are more likely to return again 3 or 4 times. They're also likely to leave you really good reviews when you ask them because you've built up that trust. They're probably the ones that are going to tell their friends how good the business is, and that's how you get new customers in the door. So focusing a lot of effort on nurturing these customers, treating them like VIPs, not just trying to sell them over and over again, but giving them value because they're naturally going to come back because they love the product and they love the business. They're going to be your brand advocates in the long run. There's 2 key areas for improving your retention rate. I think how you treat them when they buy from you is the first one. I think going above and beyond, I've talked a lot about the unboxing experience. I think if you just deliver the product and it's in a plain box, there's nothing interesting about it or surprising, I think you're missing a huge opportunity there to make them feel something when they open the product, like feel special. You know, there's a thank you note in there. There's maybe some love hearts like I've done in Solace Jewelry. It's amazing how many people commented on those. And they generally love buying from you because it's like receiving a gift to themselves. And then it's how you treat them after. If you then just follow up with sales email after sales email after sales email, they're going to unsubscribe. They're not going to be interested. So the key is not to forget about them and not to sell to them, but actually nurture them, give them more value than they're expecting, make them look forward to your emails. You can do random stuff like send them a gift on their birthday. How many businesses do that? But if you got that, how would you feel? And what are you more likely to buy from that business? I think the answer is obvious. So really, depending on your product, obviously, but if it's a one purchase type product, then your strategy might be different. But I think to build a business that's going to scale, it's far easier with loyal customers. So loyalty programs are a really good way of nurturing customers and getting people to buy again and again, but also make them feel special. And it's not in a salesy way. So in the past, I've used loyalty programs and I've actually called them VIPs. And what you can do is you can set different levels. So we had everybody who had the VIP scheme got free delivery. So automatically you're removing a barrier. But we knew that in the long run, the lifetime value was 2 to 3 times that of a normal customer. So it was worth giving that little bit on the front end as a reason to get them onto the loyalty program because we knew that the profit would pay off in the long run. You know, they get access to products first to make them feel special. Maybe you do special discounts for them. Maybe if they hit a certain tier, they get a free t-shirt. There's different ways you can mix this in, but I think the key point is making them feel special, giving them something that other people can't do. They will reward you with more purchases and a higher lifetime value. The post-purchase experience is so important for retention. If somebody's bought from you and then all you do is ask them to buy more, how's that going to make them feel? You have to make them feel special. You have to make them feel valued and not just like another customer that you're trying to sell to. So how can you take them from somebody who's bought once to somebody who absolutely loves the brand and the business? Because they're the people that are going to buy from you again and again. And the more people you convert, the higher your lifetime value, the more money you can spend on marketing, and the bigger you can grow your business. I think something exceptional that you can do after they've made a purchase is making that unboxing experience amazing. So if you can give somebody a really good unboxing experience, they're actually going to order from you again because they really want that experience again. They're excited to receive the parcel. I used to buy from quite a big business that used to include Haribos in every single one of their order. And for some stupid reason, it made me order more because I was actually excited about receiving these Haribos. Obviously, I wanted the product, but I would buy it from there over somewhere else because I knew I would get them. I think it's really obvious. You look at a company like Apple and their unboxing experience, lifting the lid off. Everybody talks about it, and it's such a simple thing that other businesses weren't doing. And I'm not saying it's the reason that they've grown to the business that they have done, but so many people talk about it, and it is a real tangible thing that you can do to get people to really engage with the brand and want to shop again. So it obviously depends what product you're selling, but even after somebody buys from you once, that might be like a trial purchase, so that you might have, lots of different variations of a product. You might have, you're selling them shampoo, but actually you've also got conditioner and a whole skincare range. If you make that first purchase really special and then follow it with more value, instead of just saying, buy this other product, you actually say, well, this product's going to complement it. Here's a full skincare routine. Here's how it's helped other people. And giving them reason to open your emails and giving them a reason to engage with your emails, and they're getting value from each email rather than, well, I'm not going to open that email because I know they're just going to be offering me 20% off the buy again. That's how you build email campaigns that actually opened and actually drive revenue. I think one of the great things about improving your retention rate pretty much straight away is a lot of this can be automated. So you can set up email flows. So welcome flow obviously will bring new customers in, but really the magic can be had on the thank you flow. So you nurture them again, providing value, asking for a review at the right time. And then once they've built up that trust, then you can ask for a repeat purchase, all automated. You don't have to send weekly newsletters out. You can also set up sunset flows. So if somebody hasn't shopped in a period of time, it depends on every product, but usually about 90 days, again, nurture them, give them value. Don't just say, a lot of businesses just say, we've missed you, here's a big discount. Like, how can you be different to those other businesses? How can you provide value that they, oh yeah, I forgot about that business. I want to start opening their emails again, or, I want to buy that product. And so the great thing is all of these things can be automated. So you set it once, you spend a lot of time, you can optimize it rather than sending weekly emails all of the time. Don't necessarily get opened. If it emails at the right time and they give the right value, then they're going to get opened and they're going to improve your retention rate. Small personal touches along the way. This is even before they even bought from you. You can do it on your website. You think about, at every touch point, how can I improve this customer's experience? If you do that throughout your whole business, when they land on the website, when they buy from you, after they've bought from you, the more you improve every little touch point, the more trust they're going to feel, the more emotion they're going to feel, the more loyalty they're going to feel, and they're not going to shop anywhere else. So find every single touch point with your business and think, how can I improve this? How can I make it better? How can I give more value? How can I remove barriers? And that's how you really win loyal customers. But also, if there's any problems, provide an exceptional support. So many businesses provide poor customer support. And actually, the amount of times I've turned annoyed customers into somebody who's actually then bought again, just by giving them a response that they weren't necessarily expecting, going above and beyond, is amazing. And they then tell somebody else, who you turn in a bad story, instead of them telling them about the business that, didn't give them a refund for whatever reason. If they say, oh, we had this problem, they sorted it out straight away, they're actually more likely to buy again. You've proven that you're a good business and that you're trustworthy and that they should be buying from you again. So Shopify makes it quite difficult to actually look at your true retention rate. A lot of people look at how many orders they've got and what percentage of them were from repeat customers. Now, that's actually not your retention rate. Your retention rate is how many people have shopped in the past and then shopped again this year. So obviously that is a good indicator of how many orders you're getting from repeat purchases. But actually, if you dive into Shopify's analytics and look at the new versus returning customer report and track how many returning purchases you've had each week and monitor that over time, that's the best way to track and make sure that you're getting more repeat customers over time. I think from my own experience, we've always focused heavily on retention, and that has transformed a business with a relatively low average order value because we were able to spend more, get more new customers in, but also it naturally grew the business because we had such raving fans as customers. They would tell lots of people about it, and that would actually create a wave of new customers. So by focusing on this, not just new customer acquisition, we were able to take a business that had a £20 average order value. Obviously, we worked on that over time, but actually we're able to take that business and turn it into a 50, 60, £70 lifetime customer value, which enabled us to really grow the business. I think one of the key things that I did in my business was bringing someone on to do solely emails and focus on building out our email flows, building out our campaigns so they weren't just, random emails that were like buy now. That transformed the business. It really did. I think from that point, not only did returning customer rate increase and the revenue increased, the amount of new customers increased as well because we were turning people who were shopping once and then never hearing us again into fans that would then tell other people. So it definitely has an impact overall on new customers and the business as a whole. And it then gives you more money, like I keep saying, to grow the business. It's one of the key things to being able to scale a business, having more money to spend on new customers so you can keep bringing them in the door. But also, if you can spend more than your competitor to acquire a customer, you're going to win over them, get more customers in the door, and therefore scale. I think one of the things that a lot of e-commerce owners overlook is a loyalty program. I've already mentioned that you can make a loyalty program way more. You can make them into loyal fans. You can make them into people who feel really special because they're getting exclusive access to products. They're getting exclusive access to businesses. You're giving them something extra like free delivery. And it just removes a lot of those barriers and gets people thinking, I feel special. I want to be part of this brand. And I think putting a focus on getting people onto a loyalty program will pay dividends down the line. So if you want to learn more about how to increase your retention rate, how to make more profit, download the Double Your Profit in 90 Days cheat sheet from the link in the description. And there's 10 ways to increase your retention rate with blogs on how exactly to do it, how difficult it's going to be, and how much impact it's going to have on your business.